Asia Pop 40.
Yes, we're going to be talking to a hometown brother today, but that's not the reason why I took this interview. I took it because I absolutely love his music. So, bbno Money, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on board here.
Hey, where are you right now? You're not in Vancouver right now, are you?
No, I am in like the small city that is self-proclaimed the Washington Palm Springs. It's called Yakima. Okay. I don't know. We just pulled up here. We got some dinner. I'm driving down to Salt Lake City. I got a music festival that I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I'm just here with my 4 friends, and yeah, it's definitely not Palm Springs, but it is what it is.
You're driving from Vancouver to Salt Lake.
Yeah, my DJ was like, "Yo, let's just drive," and I was like, "Okay, sure." And then unfortunately, I happened to have Edamame be going off, and then I literally need to do like 1,000 things en route. It's kind of a meme, but I mean, it's definitely more enjoyable than just sitting inside my apartment working on it. So,
nah, but you know what? That sounds like a trip filled with energy drinks.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
All right, well, you know what? That's exactly what we're here to talk about, the song Edamame. But I do want to kind of familiarize our listeners with your career first, because for those of you who don't know bbno Money, he's been around for a long time, and since 2017 to now, you've made LPs after LPs, EPs after EPs, but it was a song called Yo Yo Tokyo that gave your career a good jump start, and that song first blew up in China, right? So in sort of our neck of the woods. So since then, do you kind of naturally lean towards your Asian fan base?
I mean, it was interesting because I grew up, my mom was like, yo, either you learn French or you learn Chinese. And we had a tutor because I was homeschooled, and I learned Mandarin. And, it was almost like coincidental that I like blew up in China first. And I just love Asian culture and food. So the more I blow up in Asian territories, the more happy I am, because food is just infinitely better out there. So, if I'm leaning towards the Asian culture, absolutely. But I just I don't know. Like, I had no idea that this song was going to go this off in Indonesia, and I heard it's ripping in China also, and it's honestly kind of ripping globally, which is really sick because I haven't had a song go off this hard for a very long time. So it's a good feeling.
That song, Yo Yo Tokyo, was it took a lot of like Japanese elements right into the production. So obviously, Asia, Southeast Asian culture is in your consciousness. And for those of you who don't know, the official languages in Canada is English and French. So for you to say no to French and take Mandarin, I think it's almost fate, right? It's meant to be.
I mean, yeah, maybe. One could say it's meant to be. I honestly, after learning it for X amount of years, it was only like once a week, and I wasn't like immersed in it enough. Yeah. So I didn't really keep any of it, unfortunately. But that's just the way she goes, right? But it was very cool blowing up in China, and I think if I never were to have popped off in China the first time, after Yo Yo Tokyo blew up and a couple other songs, going out there and seeing, thousands of people just there. And I was like, bro, what the? And I only had like 1,000 followers. I only had like 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I was getting paid like a couple $1,000s to do a show. And I was like, dude, like I would have made this money in like 3 weeks working at my restaurant. Yeah. And it's like, bro, like maybe I got something here. So I just, I had to pull through. And it was interesting because like throughout my university career, before I blew up, I was like partying, and then as soon as I blew up, I was like, okay, I gotta take this serious. Like, some dude has a tattoo of my name on his neck, so I can't let that man down.
Wait. So someone, a fan, tattooed bbno Money on his neck,
on his dripping down. Like, there's actually a song. It's called it was this, I can't remember. I produced this song. It was like in 2017. I produced it, but it's the album cover. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, why would you do that? But, very, very interesting concept, considering it fueled me. And I was like, dude, that's so crazy that you have a tattoo of my name on your neck. So Yeah.
2017. That's like pretty much the official start of your career, and he tatted your name on his neck. Like, you can't give up at that point, right? You'd be letting his whole life down.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much it is to get like tattoos off your body, but that would be at least another like $5,000 probably.
For sure. Well, you know what? I got this guy to thank, and I'm sure your fans got this guy to thank, because it's because of him that it led us all the way to now, 2021. You pumped out this new bumpin' single with Rich Brian from Indonesia, and I really want to ask, how long have you guys known each other, and how did this happen?
When did he post the Tokyo Drift Freestyle? That was like March last year, right?
Right. Yeah. At least a year ago. Yeah.
That was so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This last year has just kind of flown by.
Yeah. Honestly. I've been like talking to him for about that long. Like, I sent him a message when that song dropped, and I was like, dude, this goes so hard. And I've been like, yo, I'm a massive fan of your work. Yada, yada, yada. And, then we just started talking a little bit more, and I made this song with Christian Diamond Pistols, and then I sent him the beat in the song, and he's like, this is sick, and jumped on it. And that was pretty much it. It was like, it was seamless on how it worked, to be honest. It was really nice.
Yeah, and honestly, your styles really go well together. And for anyone who hasn't seen the music video, it's a good representation of what bbno Money and Rich Brian are like. You know, like I bet you two just sat in a room and talked about like what would be a fun music video to do. When we ended up having was medieval full plate armor and Merlin with his bathrobe. So please tell me, like, what was like, when did the spark of this idea come up?
So I've always wanted to do something with night suits. Yeah. Genuinely. I've always like really liked Lord of the Rings and like fantasy, the Game of Thrones, Vikings, like that. So I've always been like very interested in like LARPing and stuff. And I was like, yo, like who doesn't like this? You know what I mean? Like you can obviously meet people that are like, yo, I prefer Star Wars, obviously, but like, who doesn't actually like think it's kind of cool? And then, I was more stoked when Rich Brian was like, yeah, I'm about doing that. That sounds funny. That's dope. And I was like, really? Like, you're 100% down. Like, let's do this. Like, let's go. Like, so, yeah, that's pretty much how it came about. And,
well, okay, let's be honest. Star Wars resonated with people so well because it's basically space knights, right? If you like sci-fi and if you like fantasy, like it merges the two fan bases together. So full plate armor, I think every boy, even girls, had a dream about, wearing a full plate armor. My question is, how much does it actually take to rent that full plate armor?
So it was actually really expensive. So both of them for a week were $3,000, which was like, yeah, dude, it was not cheap. Plus, like, bro, they're like 150 pounds. Like, I've had a bunch of interviews and I said the same thing, but like, whoever thought that making a knight wear 150 pounds on the battlefield was going to win them the war was a moron. Like, holy. Dude, I can barely even move. Like the shot. Okay, so the shot where there's like a section of the streets and we have the dogs. Yeah. And if you notice, Rich Brian doesn't move because he literally couldn't move because the things didn't fit him and like they like restricted his ability to walk. But like obviously the motion like allows or doesn't really allow us to see that, but like, dude, it was painful. Like I had purple shoulders for like a week.
Oh, you were bruised, eh?
It was disgusting. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, who thought? But maybe like the body structure back then was probably more like lenient towards wearing something like that. But like, I wouldn't wear that. I would wear like straight nothing. And if I was going against all of those people, I would guaranteed win.
Yeah. Like, well, I think the thing is, like, back in the days, if you go into battle and if you manage to dismount a knight, he's pretty much done for because he can't move without his horse. So, yeah, I totally understand that. And when it comes to the lyrics of Edamame, I have to ask you about, obviously, the chorus section. The line goes, I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, edamame. Yeah, baby in the sun like Teletubbies. Now, what I love about those two lines is that obviously you were chilling on the beach when you were talking about this, and baby in the sun is talking about you, right? Baby no money in the sun like Teletubbies. I love how that's put together. Where were you when you wrote down these two lines?
I was like writing the other parts of the songs.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, I'm gonna pop you like a pea, yeah, edamame. And then baby in the sun. And then I was just like mumbling it. And then Diamond Pistols was like, yo, dude, say that right now. That's fire. And I said it. And that was it. Honestly, like the song came together really, really easily.
Yeah.
Like I usually like overthink, but like working with this one producer, Diamond Pistols, he kind of just like slaps me a little bit and is like, bro, like who cares? Just record that. Who cares? And like that's like really what you need, because sometimes like being an artist, you can overthink way too often.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then you just literally waste time, and it's a waste of time for everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
That's why people say so much. People ask every single artist, like, hey, during the pandemic, are you writing more? And I'm thinking like, no, they probably can't, because it's hard to write just by yourself sometimes. You know, you need to bounce off the energy of someone else around you.
Yeah. No, it's honestly a million times better writing music with people. Like I pretty much did it until I made like La La La.
Yeah.
I would barely ever do sessions with people, but like it's so much more enjoyable. Like it's, yeah.
So how would you describe your music? How would you describe your style?
Dude, I have no idea. Everyone always asks me this, and it's just like me experimenting and having fun. That's pretty much it, really. But like if we're going for like a genre, just upbeat. Yeah. Like, you know, like typically if any one of my songs, like if you know you're on a walk, I would say like this is a good definition of my music. You're on a walk and you play like an album front to back. Yeah. Like most of my music is gonna have you like kicking a rock or like jumping up from like the curb to the other curb. You know what I mean? Like you get a little jumpy, you know, like a little movie. But it's not like that you can really get sad to. I mean, I did release that sad song called Help Yourself.
Yes.
But I don't know. It's just like upbeat. Like even that song's upbeat. You know what I mean? You can dance to that super easily. So yeah, I don't know.
By the way, we need to talk about that. You dropped an EP, or is it an LP this year, right? Earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a collaboration on this one with Benny. How did you guys get together? Like, was it over the internet, or did you know through friends?
Surprisingly, yeah, over the internet. Surprisingly, I just like sent her. I was like, "Yo, do you like this song?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You want to do a remix?" And she's like, "Absolutely."
Wow.
And I was like, "Bet, done." And that was it. And she's like, "Yeah, I've been a fan of your music before I started making music."
Wow.
So it was, it's very cool. Very
That's
cool.
crazy. That's what I love about like Gen Z artists and the 21st century is that everyone is basically absorbing each other's energy by osmosis by just listening to each other, and no one person actually listens to one type of music. So no one producer or one artist makes one type of music. So it's good to see like someone like you know, like every single track bumps a different way, and you are also very creative when it comes to promoting your music. I heard that you go to Instagram, you go to TikTok. Did you go to Tinder and Craigslist to promote your music?
So I guess yes, you could say that as far as like a creative way. Yeah. But the thing is so when we promoted La La La, we created 20 different scenarios and 20 different fake stories for blogs and articles, and what we did is we utilized those blogs and articles and like lied to every single publication. And then when it blew up, we literally straight up were like, I was on the phone with Ari, like Y2K, and we were like muting ourselves laughing because we were just straight lying to the Rolling Stones journalist. And it was like super funny. We were like, yeah, like, if you get Tinder Plus, you get like 20 extra swipes, bro. Like that's like 20 extra people listening to the song, dog. Like you need to think about the analytics. And then we would like mute the phone and just burst out laughing. And like, it was a weird time in my musical career when La 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 blew up, because, you know, I just got off the back of like a tour, and like two of my other songs and like one of my other songs went viral on TikTok at the same time, and like just everything, like my musical career just went like this like so fast. Very good feeling, and you know, it was really cool. But I think maybe it's picking back up again one more time.
Probably, yeah. I think it is. It is. And but I mean, by the way, I was dubious when I heard you promoting music on Tinder, because I got Tinder Plus when I was single. I don't think it's very efficient. Come on, let's be real. And I suspected things like this, that you would like, you know, just to kind of yank someone's chain just to have fun. That's why when I read that someone tatted your name on their neck, I was like, I don't know about this. I should probably let him spill the beans himself. So that one was real.
Dude,
sure.
Someone got a tattoo of the album cover of Rich Brian and like Edamame.
Yeah.
Before the song came out.
Oh, really?
Dude, so ridiculous. Like, so my promotional method of like how I promote songs before they come out is I just go ape for like a week.
Yeah.
And like every single social media platform I use, because like, you know, like let's say you do an Instagram story, you do like an Instagram post, and like you post it once, and you get like 300,000 people viewing it, and then out of my million. But if I do another one, you might get 200 or 300,000 extra new people that haven't seen it. So if you really want to like harness the whole capabilities of your fan base, you have to post it, like you know. And if you spam it so much to the point and like get people involved and like give people a you know, make a contest out of it and make, you know, involve your fans in blowing a song up, then I mean, the likelihood of the song doing better is like, you know, it's on their hands, and like they can help you because they'll feel like they're more involved, you know. And the spamming concept legit works. I like don't know why more people don't do it. It is a little bit annoying, but dude, it pays off. If you have a song that rips, like more people are gonna find you, and then the snowballing effect just keeps going, right? So
and I think you'd be surprised how much your fans actually do want you to spam them a little bit. Like they want to see you. They want to see you like this right now, you know, walking on the street, taking an interview. So what's coming up next, Baby No Money? What's you have an EP out in May, but what's next for you?
So I got an album out, I think tentatively is September 24th.
Nice.
It's a good project, man. Like if you've actually like paid attention to my music from the get-go, I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. There's some slappers, there's some popper-esque sounding songs, there's a sad song, I kind of hit like every single genre that I've ever made kind of on the wall. Nice. And then I made like, you know, I have a song with a key change, which is like some like Black Eyed Peas. This song is called Black Eyed Peas, but with 2 E's. And but yeah, it's a good project. I'm excited to put it out, and I honestly can't wait to put it out, because Edamame going off right now just means that the album is probably just gonna do decent. Which is good.
Good. I'm excited for this new project coming up. But first, now everybody go listen to Edamame, and make sure you watch the music video, because it's a heap load of fun. And today it's been an absolute pleasure to have bbno Money joining us here. Thank you, man.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate you, my man.
Enjoy your music festival in Salt Lake, and we do hope that you can make it to Asia sometime soon. Yeah, sounds good, boss. I'll appreciate your time, man. Thank you. Bye. Have a good one. Right. Peace.
Asia Pop 40.